When I was growing up, I wanted to be a professional singer. I sang in musicals and operettas and choirs, and I loved performing. And when I got to college, I discovered a kind of singing that I hadn't heard before, a cappella or close harmony singing. And I absolutely fell in love with that kind of music. It's all the rage today, but back then it wasn't something that everybody knew about. And at that time, there were only male a cappella groups at Harvard. And so I started a female a cappella group that came to be known as the Radcliffe Pitches, which, by the way, is, yes, you got it, thank you, which is still alive and well at Harvard today. What I learned conducting the pitches has served me well in the work that I've done ever since. To make a really great sound, an a cappella group has to use the talents of all of its members, the high voices, the low voices, the big voices, the small voices. And everyone has to listen to each other, to stay in tune, to keep rhythm, to blend and to balance, and to create the right dynamics. To make the group really interesting, it's important to share the solos and the intros and the spotlight. Because the real beauty and joy of a cappella singing comes from working together to create a sound that's more powerful and more exciting than any of us could create on our own. My work in the world of the Jewish federations has had striking similarities to being part of an a cappella group. To be effective, we need to harness the talents and the strengths of all the people in the Jewish community who are willing to be part of our federation system. We need skilled federation professionals and great lay leaders, seasoned solicitors, and new volunteers willing to learn, big donors and small donors. We need experienced leaders with wisdom and perspective, and young leaders with energy and enthusiasm and new ideas. And when we have these diverse talents working together, we do things that no person and no community can do alone. We've rescued and resettled the Jews of Ethiopia and the Soviet Union. We've sent 200,000 American students to Israel on birthright to build connections with Israel and with their Judaism. We care for the elderly and those in need here at home and around the world. Orchestrating these efforts is like conducting an a cappella singing group. Although we may not always sing in tune, when we do, the outcome is pretty spectacular. So my pearl to you is this. Many of us love to sing solos, but there's something powerful about being part of a large group working together for a common purpose. While it may take more effort to achieve the right blend, the end result can be life-changing. Thank you.